professional gamers at this moment. I'm not sure if we've seen like a really new rising star in the last half year.
No, it is difficult. I absolutely agree. But you know, I'm just throwing it out there so that it stays in the back of everyone's mind that we have like that potentially a new wave of teams coming out eventually, and it might be another year before we even start to see it. But at that point, you know, there could be teams and players out there that are just, you know, only global offensive, and that could be good fun. But look, the knife round is already done. It's NiP who win it. We're gonna be on Inferno. This is the third map here, and it's map or match point, tournament point for Na'Vi. If they win on Inferno, then they knock NiP out and they take first place. That's what it's down to here. Welcome to the show, everyone.
NiP deciding to go CT here. They stay on CT, and with how much success they've had starting on the T side of their maps, it really does seem like starting CT is not favorable for NiP. But then, is this a completely different situation? You know, the fact that they are down 0-2 in this best of 5. Do they want to go back to basics? Do they want to just be like, okay, we're gonna take the favored side, and we're gonna play our minds out right now?
Yeah, I don't know. Like from the maps I've seen today, they've won every map they started T, and actually lost every side they started CT on. So it's really interesting choice, because I would actually want them to take T, but the pistol round is underway and there seems like it's a B push.
Yeah, Get Right has a Molotov as well, and Freiburg has a grenade. This could be really painful for Na'Vi. If they push in and run into both of those, or even one of those grenades, that could really shut it down. 50 seconds left here. Get Right peeking, waiting for information. As soon as he sees someone, Freiburg is going to be ready with the grenade as well. So it's all on Get Right here to get the right timing, spot him out. There's the first one. Freiburg with the grenade to follow. Actually, they run right through. Get Right going to get completely demolished, and now Freiburg alone in the bomb site. He's got the kill, but he's being wrapped around here. Edward takes him down, and that's a great start for Na'Vi.
Yeah, a good call from Freiburg to rotate into construction. If he won that duel, he could have lived and bought time for his teammates to rotate in. Instead, he gets caught, and this is now going to be so tough for NiP. They're already taking damage through the smoke as they try and push in through CT, and Starks, he's got a very sneaky spot up here in construction. As soon as they push in, they're going to run right into him. Fiflaren gets caught, and now it's a two-man advantage.
What a mind-bending shot from Starix, and he will finish it off with a triple kill. He got the shot mid-air onto Fiflaren. Very cool play, and that is going to be Na'Vi up with a one-round lead already. And NiP, well, they want to bounce back again from this immediately. Look at the rifles, at least the shotgun being bought here on Get Right.
I noticed an interesting thing with Navi's push is that they threw the flash before they threw the smoke. So Gerai was blind before he even knew he would actually throw the Molotov, because usually you see the smoke in the air and then you're kind of ready for it, but he got mowed down before he actually saw anything. So interesting to throw the flash before and just mow down Gerai, and then they smoked spawn afterwards.
Yeah, well, now's the time for Na'Vi. If they have any sort of hidden tricks up their sleeves, definitely now a good time to pull it out. Exist in a good position here. Forrest with the crossfire. Get Right. If they can find and kill him, then they can actually just, you know, open up the whole map here. But if they walk into the crossfire, could be a little bit different. If Forrest going to go down, and now, well, that kind of kills it for NiP. Get Right dying as well. It's a good push into the archway here from Na'Vi.
The demolition crew roll in, man. Na'Vi. And I was thinking perhaps they had a chance there. NiP, they were going with the full 5-7 lineup apart from Freiburg, and, you know, getting so close. I mean, look at Na'Vi. They're on the hunt right now. They do not want to let Freiburg get out of here in one piece. They know exactly where he is. They're hot on his heels. But with the crossfire potential there on the A at Arch for NiP, I was thinking with the 5-7, that's well within lethal range. They get a headshot, you're dead. But Na'Vi just too quick. They land the shots that they need to, and they just completely eviscerate the defense.
And now Freiburg running away with the Max 7, which is definitely worth saving here, but not going to be enough, I think, for NiP for that round. They could have got a kill on Zeus at least. And Guardian ended up also taking some damage, but that's it. 2 early rounds here for Na'Vi, and making it look fairly easy as well. Third round coming up, and NiP still on pistols and the 1 Max 7.
And this is just going to be kind of going through the motions now. NiP, it's a hard eco apart from that one shoddy that Freiburg has managed to save. Na'Vi, they aren't even upgrading their rifles. They're stuck to 2 Galils. No reason to spend any money here apart from getting re-upped on nades. So Na'Vi, this is all their round at this point. But NiP, they're making the right call. They're going for the gamble. They've decided to stack up a site and just cross their fingers and hope Na'Vi come walking in.
There is Freiburg opening it up, nearly getting a second kill up in the apartments. Exist going to get sent flying backwards into the apartments, and now it will be 3 on 4 here. So good kill early on, but it might not be enough.
No, this is definitely... I mean, there's Biflarin up on balcony. He does massive damage to Zeus, almost drops him, but this is just not going to be enough here for NiP. They're down... Well, they've managed to pick up Starks, and that's it. It's all down to Get Right here with the P2000.
And they only lost one gun on a force eco from NiP and a full eco with a Mag 7. I mean, that's phenomenal job, especially these days when you actually almost lose as much ecos as you win. So really good anti-ecoing from Navi.
The power performance here. Edward with the double kill, Zeus with the double kill, and that will be into the 4th round straight away, where NiP are going to be buying rifles all around. No AWP picked up, which is not a big surprise, and they have actually not even that much. I mean, look at this Devil Walk. 3 smoke grenades, and that's pretty much it.
I'm surprised they're still picking up head armor after the force buy, because they Exist is the only one who didn't, so he has afforded an extra smoke, but an HE or a smoke could definitely turn around slightly in NiP's favor, so I'm really surprised about that.
I mean, especially it feels to me because they know Navi is going to be a really slow team, so these 3 smokes are going to be used early. There's only 1 left now, and there's still more than a minute left on the clock. If they'd had 2 more smokes now, they could have bought a lot more time. So, I really agree. I think no head armor and more smokes would have been better here.
And just pointing it out, you know, the reason why we say no head armor is the fact that AKs will kill you, helmet or not. So whether you buy that helmet or not, the AK will still get the 1 shot on you. That's why we're saying, well, NiP, you know, if they save that $350, that's $300 they can put towards an HE or a smoke. And so NiP, you know, this is the thing. NiP are just looking for the straight up fights. They want to just outright flatten Navi when it comes to rifle work, but we have yet to find the opportunity here for NiP. They are speeding up towards Arch Navi, and on short as well. They're looking to split this A site wide open.
Yeah, 2 people in the pit, but Forest goes down. I was going to say this is a strong position from NiP, but now it's a lot more weak. Exist is going to go down. Fiflaron with the spray. He has a lot to do here. He's going to drop Starks as well. Goes for more, but he will not find it. Still a good job done. But 2 on 3. Get Right pushing up immediately here. And Freiburg with him. The bomb is down as well in the corner here. Cease is going to go down. They keep spraying, but Freiburg dies, and now it's all on Get Right.
Edward's position right now is crucial. Get Right. He realizes what's going on, but he can't find the frag. Edward dropped down to 12 HP. Guardian lives with 26. But more importantly, Navi secure a 4th round. The big round for NiP, the 4th round buy, and they cannot do it. Now Navi, they are very much in the lead. They've got massive money on their side. And another round of eco from NiP means Navi are going to get 5 rounds on their T side to start here at the very beginning of the half.
I think if you look at that round, they had 0 anti-flashes, 0 smokes to block the push, and now they could just run in, take the duel exactly like they wanted, and the only flash they had was for B, and and Freiburg doing an amazing job here on Banana, taking 2 entries, and this could be really dangerous for Navi.
The king of Banana right here. Double kill coming in from him on the CT side. It's very good. I mean, but the thing is, NiP need rounds like this right now. Because if they don't have rounds like these, then it's just not going to work out. Now they need to follow up on it and actually win this 4 on 3.
Yeah, one little detail is that Seized has actually thrown away those 2 AKs over the wall at Banana. So that's really clever play there from Navi, just making sure that they don't leave anything for NiP to work with. And you can pretty much be sure as soon as NiP realize nobody's in Banana, they're going to send a guy over there looking for those guns, and they are going to come up with, you know, their hands empty.
Are you joking? Get Right. 1 click, and Edward is on 1 HP. He was, what, a centimeter away from headshot range? That is absurd.
And you gotta love how much time actually Get Right bought with just them chasing him. He bought like 20 seconds. Now they have to like just take a chance and push up and step really soon. It seems like NiP is taking the right choice of stacking B on this one.
Yeah, Exist in the corner here. C-set 75 in hand. They're going to come through. One going to go down here. Got to reload, and there's no time for it. So now it's on Fiflaron. 8 seconds left. Cease will put the bomb down, and this is a pretty tough call. He's going to be able to pick up a smoke here. Actually, yeah, dead smoke, but not sure that's going to make a big difference.
Not
the 1 on 2
really, but it is exactly. That's the thing. It's Fiflaron 1 on 2, man. And this is still, I mean, he's clutched it before versus Titan. He could have the other opportunity here, but he can't quite find the shot. Seized will get a quad kill. and lived through the round to tell the tale. Edward with 1 HP lives as well. But there's the 5th round for Na'Vi. A good eco coming in from NiP. I mean, they do manage to do some significant damage to Na'Vi's economy, but still, Na'Vi with 5 rounds on the board, and we're only 6 rounds into this half.
This time, though, a lot of grenades on NiP. Now they have the full equipment that they need. Devilwalk, if this finishes 10-5, is that going to be good enough for NiP?
It should be. I mean, we saw the strong T site. They haven't... See how much damage they're doing with nades now.
Yeah.
Already taken down like almost 80 damage of just 2 grenades. So really good work there. That's the difference. Now they can just one dink, free of the people. So with them force, obviously. So yeah, I think they could make 10-5. As long as they get those weapons up and those nades, because it's really important on Inferno especially.
It's a slow round, very slow coming out here from Na'Vi, but in spite of all this time that's been wasted, there's still 2 smokes left, one being used there, so now Freiburg gonna use another one over here. 50 seconds on the clock, which means if Na'Vi try and push through B here, it's going to be tricky. Actually, no, he still kept the smoke. Sorry, that was a flashbang he threw out. Now he's going to smoke up. If Na'Vi want to come B, they might have to walk through the smoke here.
They've only got the 1 molly right now, Na'Vi, for the back boxes if they decide to use it for this B play. The smoke is fresh, however, here, thrown down. It's going to leave them with very little time here. And Na'Vi, they're under the gun. Get Right in the fetish corner. This could be big here for Get Right. But Zeus is currently running the diversion on A side, and now they're going to go for this for the B play.
Get Right in the corner, sprays down, only gets the 1. Exist going to pick up a kill, and that's going to open up the bomb site. Freiburg, though, is still in the back. There's 13 seconds left. They got to make a move, but they have to kill Freiburg before they do anything else, and he's doing a great job staying alive. Pushes out, but then he goes down. Edward drops, the bomb gets planted, and now it's a 2-on-3 for Na'Vi, and they're not done yet. Guardian's still alive here, pushing out aggressively towards Exist, and it's going to take him down.
Does he make it around the corner, though? No, he does not. Forrest is there. CT, well played from him, delaying his return into the site, and that has actually opened it up and gives NiP their first round in this half.
That's the difference between having nades and not. Na'Vi playing such a slow style, you can kind of use nades pretty slowly. So they had like 15 seconds once they pushed down B side, and everyone can mass rotate to B instantly. So it's really, really hard when you leave yourself with that little time, and that's what NiP does with using the nades so efficiently when they have them. So yeah, nades are important on Inferno.
Yeah, we've seen 2 rounds now, one of them without nades, one of them with nades, and the difference is quite clear there. Exists with the auto sniper in the middle. He got headshot, but only for 25 damage. I'm not sure why.
Clipped through the pavement, I think, on that one there from Guardian. But this is still Exist, yeah, with that Scar 20. Go-to play here for NiP. Forrest getting chased out of A apartments. That's going to wake him up. He decides to change up his position and go back to pit. So Na'Vi now have control of apartments, they have control of mid, and they have control of banana. But where do they take it? There's still a minute left on this clock.
Yeah, there is. And still the 1 smoke over on Freiburg, but the A-bomb site's actually out of smoke grenades. They just used one here. Fiflaren looking through. We can't really see a damn thing. Geralt going to peek out. Perfect timing on Zeus to take some damage on him. And he's going to keep pushing. He gets the 1 kill. But then the return. And Fiflaren is there to pick it off. Now it's going to be all B. Freiburg flashing himself in. Gets the spray down. Freiburg with 1 kill. Goes for the double. He keeps spraying. Not going to get it with the pistol. But still a great defense. And StarX will go down to the auto sniper of Exist and NiP. They hold on to the round.
Just crucial play coming in from NiP. The good crossfire setup over on quad. Na'Vi flashing their way in, trying to get a bit more room to work with. But Get Right, and more importantly, Fiflaren, just really putting a stop to any kind of shenanigans there possible for Na'Vi. Fiflaren just patiently waiting for his time. Get Right gets the 1, gets overrun, but then Fiflaren is there to make sure that Na'Vi can't push in behind that. But there's Guardian with the opening frag. Top of mid, manages to punish Get Right for lobbing that nade down at him.
And now Fiflaren
Seems
has
like they're doing a fast push up mid now.
Yeah, he's actually going to pick one off with the smoke. He must have seen one coming through. He knows AK out. He's going to get the other kill. More people are coming in. Finally, it's too much for Fiflaren. He goes down. Good grenade on Guardian, though. And it's a 3-on-3 here. This is doable for NiP.
Certainly is. I mean, they've got 2 guys holding solid on the A site. Forrest is still alive in pit, and he's going to be the key player here as Exist is looking with that auto sniper towards Guardian. Finds the shot, but then seized with the headshot on Exist. Brings it back, and this is turning into a real firefight.
Oh my god, there's just back and forth. They're trading so evenly right now, and Forrest goes down, and now it's on Adam Freiberg here. 1-on-2, and this is hugely critical. If NiP lose this round, they could lose a lot. Their whole first half, basically, is hinging on this one round here. 1-on-2, he walks through. StarX has revealed his position, but Cease has already got the triple, and he's going to get the quad kill and shut down Freiberg. NiP, now, they're 4 rounds behind, but it's the money that really screws them over here.
Edward.
Yeah, they were really close to actually bringing that back with the Florence double kill on mid, stopping the push. But Ceased with extremely good entry frags there to the site, and just YOLO'd on Forest and got the kill fast. And now they seem to be pushing Banana.
But Na'Vi have gone for a pretty decent play. They've gone straight up second mid into apartments, and C's just trying to get the information for his teammates. He hasn't been able to get a full idea of how many people are here. He can assume, but that's still 3 people holding solid on Banana as well for NiP. They aren't backing one off, so the A site is vulnerable. It just doesn't seem like Na'Vi have picked up on this fact.
Well, I like what NiP are doing on the other hand, though. One grenade there landing right on Get Right, and they're going to actually grenade both sides now, finally pushing through. Ceased is going to check, and they know everything Na'Vi here. But the reason I think it's a good idea for NiP is because without smokes, I mean, you've got to do something else right, and that was an attempt, definitely.
Well, Richard is holding solid on this east site. He's looking for another frag. He's going to get it. The spray down from Edward, though. No, it's Guardian with the headshot. And Guardian through the smoke picks off Forrest. Fifth Lauren now in a 1v3 retake. There's no backing off now. He's going to take a peek at Flowers, but StarX sees it coming, and he's almost got the shot. Fifth Lauren now has to back up, but he's stuck in a box. They can't let him out of here.
No, they won't either. It's going to be Guardian with the triple kill. Ladislav going to be picking up that round, and it will be 7-2 now. A 5-round difference building up. I mean, Devilwalk, is it all lost, or is there still a chance here for the Swedish team? This is it.
I don't know. It seems like they put all money on one basket, or and just went with the forced buy and try to take Na'Vi off guard, taking Banana so quickly without smokes, but pushing down up Banana now, and Freiberg is low.
And he's completely cleared out. Great headshot from C's there to open up that site. That's going to allow Na'Vi to get in here, get the plant. NiP, they're left standing in mid. They've got control of it. Great, but there's nobody here for them to get. There's nobody here for them to shoot.
Nope, and StarX is waiting on the other side of the smoke if they decide to come through, but NiP are just going to stay back, maybe look for some exit kills. So this is going to be now 8-2. There's no chance for NiP in this round, and it seems like Na'Vi really have their number. I mean, there's got to be an element as well. I mean, we can't hear it, unfortunately. We can't hear what the crowd is like, but you have to imagine that Ukrainian crowd right now, they're chanting Na'Vi all the time.
Well, this is the reason why this is so scary now is for NiP. I mean, this is a double eco situation for them. If they decide not to force it up after this round, when they're going to be floating around 3K money, they're not going to have many nades to work with. I mean, let's take a look now where they stand. 43, 46. Actually, this is fairly reasonable, but still not many nades to work with in this round. So it's at least they all managed to get smokes. But yeah, this is with them cutting out the head armor. So there's the detail that changes from the last time we saw them go for this kind of play. They cut out the head armor and they get those bonus smokes.
And that's what you were talking about, Devilwalk, as being maybe a bit of an advantage here. Grenade down the middle from Exist, going to do some damage to Guardian. And they are holding Boiler Room as well here for Flaren. And Forrest is pretty far back, so Flaren's kind of alone, and he's going to be forced back immediately from Edward.
Edward, did you notice how hungry Edward was?
Yeah.
He wanted that kill on Flaren bad. Flaren just making it out of there in time. This is still the A solid. I mean, this is still this A hold coming in here for NiP. They had the crossfire on quad. They've decided to back up and play a little bit more passively here with a man on site and a man in pit. But we have to see where Na'Vi decide to go with this. They still have most of the map control at this point.
Sort of feels like it might be a B push coming out here. The bomb's making its way up Banana and Freiberg and Get Right again. And Get Right in the corner here with the Max 7. It's not a bad weapon for this kind of spot. He's going to rush out and find Seized in the corner, take him down, trade for the AK, goes for StarX, sprays down, gonna get it. Guardian next. Get Right with a triple spray down. And that's some very, very big kills. Some very big kills coming in here for the Swedish player. Now Edward is alone. Man.
That was important, really important. Edward takes getting some exits, try to lurk some more guys out, but Gera just ramboed and won the round on Banana. Freiberg was even inside, he wasn't even close to helping him out.
Yeah, that's what they need. I mean, at this point, for the NiP being so far behind, the best they can hope for is a 7 to 8 scoreline. What they need is for GetRight to do that a lot of rounds. I mean, he has to play up to that best player in the world level, basically.
After the time, exactly. That was a very important kill there. It leaves Edward with only 3,600 to work with, so he doesn't get bonus money. He lives through that timer, and when you're T-side, you live through the timer, you don't get money if you don't have the plant. So Edward has to go. We see the impact this has. He's at 75, nades and Kevlar. No rifle for Edward to work with this round.
Grenade out on Banana again. It's Guardian receiving some damage here, but that slows down Na'Vi a little bit, and it's the same setup for NiP again.
That nade from the back of B side is so brutal as well, because if somebody's lagging back at the bottom of Banana, you know, they're outweighting the usual nades that will land more towards the mid-top area of Banana. That one that sails in from the back of B site is brutal, and Edward actually takes a good chunk of damage there to start the round.
Speaking of Edward, look at this Molotov he has in hand. Oh no, they actually decide against it, so look at that. That's a point in time, we just caught that where Na'Vi actually just make up their minds to go for A instead, and somehow, Devil Walk, it's the perfect choice.
Yeah, I have no idea. Someone must have heard the rotation or made the call, like, they're probably free B. Let's make a fast A push now. And they're gonna push up in the middle of the rotations from NiP. So they're caught in a pretty bad position, NiP, because they don't know what's happening.
We have Exist holding over on Speedway, and he's probably scoped up looking towards Arch as well, so if they try and move past here without smoking this up, this could go south for Na'Vi, but Forrest is going to be calling for reinforcements, and he does his job. Exist gets a frag on Zeus as well, but this is all down to Forrest now alive in the pit.
Yeah, inside the bomb site, we're kind helping it out, but they're being disconnected from each other. The smoke sort of zoning out the bomb site here. Forrest going to go down. Great shots from StarX and Guardian to pick it up. He will die. And it's a 1-on-2 here. StarX, 10 seconds left. He's going to try and make it in and put the bomb down. Buy more time. 8 seconds. He's going to get another headshot now. It's a 1-on-1. And Freiberg is running in. StarX is going to go down. And it's another round that NiP just barely managed to win here.
Very close business here for NiP, and it's going to be another costly round as well. This is excellent for Na'Vi as far as they're concerned. They're making sure that NiP never really have too much money to work with. It's not going to stop them from actually having the AWP to hand over to Exist, and we saw he put that to good use last round. But Na'Vi, there's still 3 rounds here. This one and another 2 to come, and with NiP, you know, suffering for money, it's still well within Na'Vi's grasp to get another round in this half.
So it seems like they're balancing out their money, trying to go for a small buy with the pistols, nades, and an AK armor on StarX, trying to just get some money out from NiP and probably, hopefully win the round, but it's more of evening out the money in the team.
Seized goes down as well. It's a nice attempt to jump over there. Zeus with a good shot through the smoke, but yeah, evening out the money and doing some damage onto NiP. It's not at all bad here in the 13th round for Na'Vi. They are pretty far ahead, so I think they're not under a lot of pressure to really perform highly in these eco rounds.
No, at this point they need to mess with NiP's head, essentially, and just enough to be able to get them a little off kilter when the buy round comes up for Na'Vi, but they both peak. Good coordination there from Na'Vi, but it's not going to matter. Exist pulling a Kenny S pretty much, getting 2 frags at the top of quad, whips out the pistol. It's not going to be good enough, but GetRight comes in to get the final frag. This is still 2 kills coming in for Na'Vi on an eco round, so not too shabby as far as they're concerned.
Oh, it's nicely done. So 7 to 8 would still be a pretty bad first half for NiP here on Inferno. This is a CT-sided map, but it would at least keep them in the game in the sense that, you know, a comeback then is definitely possible. It's just going to be really hard.
Yeah, but I mean, NiP could work with like 6 rounds as CT even. You saw the half against Titan as when they were T, so don't rule NiP out of this yet, even though Na'Vi right now have a massive lead.
We won't. We're gonna not rule NiP out. It's absolutely true. But I'm starting to get really worried here. But it seems like Na'Vi have slowed down a little bit, and maybe that's something that could work in favor of NiP. This is a cool setup with Flan and Forest, by the way. Look at this, both peeking towards the boiler room, which I guess is a little bit of a risk if somebody comes in from behind. Looking here, damage done. Fiflaren gonna pick up the kill. Fiflaren with a double. Edward very low on health, and Guardian gonna go down in the pit behind him. Actually, StarX jumping in, and they will only get the one kill. So Fiflaren with a triple. Top fragging here actually in the game in total, together with Exist and Seized. But that was a cool hold from NiP.
Yeah, and it seemed they pushed Exist up banana with Freiburg and Garai holding long that round. Probably because Exist have AWP, but makes you wonder if they'll keep going with it.
That AWP really does seem to be working wonders here for Exist. He's got another opportunity to put it to work. Already scoped down towards T-Pit. Not going to find a kill, however. So this is still Na'Vi managing to get up to the top of mid and get some control of this map. But look at Forrest's position. He's changing it up once again. Smoke in apartment. StarX is going to walk through right into it. And no! Na'Vi, they pushed with the bomb. Forrest has got the bomb now.
Yes, he does. He will go down eventually, though. And now Exist is caught in a really awkward spot here. C-Set 75 going to get the mode down. And Get Right is here to get a kill onto Seized, which leaves Guardian completely alone. He goes for the scope here. Grenade follows through, and he's going to go down. Freiburg is there quick enough. 8-7 for the first half in favor of Na'Vi, but a good end to the round from NiP, though.
Well, good run back there from NiP, no doubt about that. 7-8 the score at the end of the half, and I think you hit it on the head, Devil, when we've seen what they're capable of on the T side of Inferno NiP. They're not out of this.
So it's very dependent on that, if they check the demos and everything and prepared for it. So I'm not sure what to expect from NiP, but they must come up with something to win this pistol round, which is underway right now.
Yes, it is. Here we go. Second half of this Inferno map, the third map in the finals, and we are getting ready for it. NiP, a must-win round for them. Rushing up the middle, it is the Glock train coming in, and Edward is going to fall back. Guardian getting caught before he could run away, and now the A bomb site is lost here. Edward can't connect to it, and NiP, well, they find exactly the crack in the armor here for Na'Vi.
They roll right in, and this is exactly what had to happen for the Swedes, isn't it? To get off to a good start here on Inferno in the second half, and we could be having a repeat performance of what happened versus Titan earlier when NiP rolled through them, but they are not done yet. Na'Vi, they've still got two members in this fight, and they are not giving up with the retake until Forrest manages to put C's down, and he's going to get StarX as well in the little pit. So that is the round for NiP, and they get the start. They get the magical start in this second half.
Very, very well done. The Glock train reigns supreme again, and Get Right, look at that. He's upgrading from the Bison to the P90. So is this it, Devilwalk? Was that the round that sparks the comeback?
This is much better. I mean, P90 can wreck through head armor, while Bison cannot, and that's why guns like that has gotten unpopular, as Gera is trying to peek on B.
Get Right playing with fire here. 5-7 is going to get the headshot. StarX, well, punishes Get Right for being a little rude, trying to bring a Pro 90 to a party.
This is scary as hell because there's armor on Na'Vi, there's Max 7 on Seized as well. So they're looking to maybe take this round. Na'Vi, if they can really get that opening kill, and they just did, that's going to bring them in a 4-on-5. And if they push into this bomb site right here, Seized can easily pick up 1 or even 2 kills. That could spiral out of control fast for NiP. The bomb is in the middle, and it seems like the Swedes, they're not really sure what they want to do.
Yeah, I mean, they've got so much time still, 50 seconds, so they were peeking about to see if they could catch anybody out at mid and maybe sow confusion in the ranks for Na'Vi, make that rotation happen, but it looks like Na'Vi are getting the right call. They are slowly working their way back up to the top of Banana. A third man is rotating for Na'Vi on the defense, however. There will be 3 members here for Na'Vi solid, and now the push begins for NiP.
Oh, Seized missing some shots, but there it is, the one click coming in, and he's going to go down. Guardian picking up a kill. It's Forrest and Fiflaren left, and this is the worst thing that could possibly happen for NiP. Seized will get the triple in the corner. They find Fiflaren, and it's a triple from Seized at the end. Incredible round here from the sole Russian player on the Na'Vi squad. Very well done.
25,000?
That's so detrimental. I mean, losing the entry when you're trying to pick a safe site to go on as T it's so scary to be 4-on-5, even if you have guns. I mean, you can try make a pick, but you know the CTs are gonna hide and hide and hide until you actually have to pick it. Like, just randomly pick a site without any info at all, basically. And they stacked B and made that work out perfectly for them.
So now it's armor on NiP. They've bought up this round. They didn't go for a save to try and get the next round. They want to see if they can bounce right back because they understand the magnitude of that last round, the importance of it. They know it's kind of now or never if they want to stop the momentum. I mean, you have to imagine as Seized picks up those 3 kills, that crowd over at the Cybersports Arena, they're going to explode. And Na'Vi, they feed off of that kind of noise.
Yeah, and they could go undefeated the whole LAN, like map-wise, so that's really huge.
I didn't even
just think about
that.
that statement right there. Yeah. I mean, undefeated from Na'Vi against 3 of the best teams in the world. Just what an amazing story right there.
Yeah. Guardian here looking towards Forest, who's now in the ninja corner. And Flash comes in. Na'Vi leaving nothing to chance. Even against pistols, they're not afraid to use those grenades. Now C's going to be throwing in a Molotov here. NiP running through, but they can't really get into the bomb site. And that's going to buy a lot of time here for Na'Vi to get into position. No kills happening for NiP yet. And Exist is going to go down. Even, look at that. Were they getting ready to knife? I think Guardian was getting ready to knife Exist then.
And that's huge for Na'Vi. I mean, they have every weapon to spare, the armor left, they have nades left from the previous round, and NiP bought armor and nades and everything, so that was really important for Na'Vi, and they're looking to be in a great position coming forward in the half.
Exactly. They're about to go up, Na'Vi, they're about to go up against NiP, who have to hard eco now. So Glocks, not even P250s or CZ75s, they have to go at it with Glocks, and they're just going to tear them a new one. Na'Vi even getting aggressive in mid, really hunting these frags, looking to make a statement, saying, we're not afraid, NiP, we're going to come for you. And another perfect round coming up for Na'Vi. So this is very scary indeed. The money now for Na'Vi is fantastic. They hardly spent anything at all in that last round. Life just continues to get harder here for NiP.
That is pretty much what it's down to here. A 3-round lead for the Ukrainian squad, and it's just looking incredible, isn't it? I can hardly believe it. And as you said, that Devil Walk as well, the flawless, potentially flawless LAN victory here for Na'Vi. We've never really doubted, because when Na'Vi came onto the scene in 1.6, they really sort of came out of nowhere, and just all of a sudden they were the best for a while. But this is something different. This is like a slow incline from Na'Vi here and there, global offensive careers. It's been a long time coming. It's been roster changes. They've had a hard time finding the right pace. But now it feels like they're really there. I can hardly believe it.
Yeah, they're super strong. I mean, they're hitting every shot.
Yeah. Oh, a bit of a failure there. Seized is going to go out here, gets the spray down, and everything works for Na'Vi. They crush NiP in a round where NiP finally were able to buy, and now the Swedish team is going to be back to pistols unless they want to try and force it up, but that would also be madness. I mean, 21st round here, a 4-round lead for Na'Vi.
Anders, did you talk with Guardian, and did Na'Vi happen to wish upon a star or something, before this tournament happened? They sacrifice a console to Gaben. I don't know, because everything is working for them right now. It is scary to see. Can't imagine what NiP feel at this point. Every time they peak, every time they try and take something to get ahead, Na'Vi slap them back down.
Yeah, this is brutal. I mean, but at the same rate, NiP just had a very similar experience against, Titan, when it was NiP dishing out all the kills, all the shots, everything working, and it was on Inferno as well. And now NiP get to feel what it's like to be on the receiving end of that kind of brutality here. 5-round lead building up, and I don't know what it is. I mean, Guardian, when we were matchmaking with him the other day, did keep mentioning that magic apple, but I thought he was talking about HE grenades. Maybe he was really talking about magic apples. Something certainly working.
There you go, yeah, exactly, Guardian with the magic apples. The fruit, man, the fruit. We'll see if it turns into a carriage eventually, but right now, I mean, hell, those HGs, they may be rolling Na'Vi into a win. Freiberg, good damage taken from him. He darts forward, gets a kill, but that is going to just turn into a 1v1 trade. Na'Vi, they're refusing to back off from this fight, however. Exist is caught behind the pillar. Now Starix, relentless, nearly gets the frag.
I think Starix very nearly got that frag while he was running away. I didn't think he really even intended to hit anything. Just clicked his mouse as he was falling back, and that actually was a headshot on Exist. Now the A-bomb site's going to be the target of choice here for NiP, but Guardian still looking. He sees the one as he jumps over. Edward here in a good position. They're going to run in, but he has the high ground. They're not spotting him. The bomb is not going to go down here. And now it's a 3-on-2. Exist goes down. Get right left. 1-on-3. Going to pick up the kill, but it might be too late.
Get right of all the times. Now it is the moment. He gets a good smoke onto site that's going to cut things up, make life a little bit more difficult here for Na'Vi, but that Molotov has burned so much time off the clock, and now, get right, there are so many angles for him to check on a site that Na'Vi could be hiding in. He has to check all of them before he can make a play. He's going to be able to pick up that bomb, but there's only 20 seconds left on this clock now. He's looking to find Starks, and there you go, confirmation. Sets it up, Na'Vi. They had Starks on the site, and as soon as Edward knows where Get Right is, he comes out for the flank. The perfect crossfire, and Na'Vi are now sitting 1 round away from 15.
Yeah, it seems like NiP is going into the site. They have a 4-on-3 with 2 entries on A, but was it Edward at pit? Who just takes the bomb out, survives in pit, kills another guy, and Garai's all alone when the rotation is coming.
This is just some very, very sexy Counter-Strike coming up from Na'Vi. Even when they're behind, even when it's not working, it's still working somehow. Seist now defending over here. Starks on the flank. Starks opening up with the kill. Seist rushing through the smoke. And the NiP are forced back again. Doesn't work out here. Exist taking damage. And Na'Vi are going to be just fine.
They come out ahead with the spray battle through the smoke as well. Seist lives full HP. Exist, however, can't say the same. Gets dropped to half HP. So now we've taken quite a bit of damage on NiP's side. They've got 2 guys around half health, and they're down a man in Forest. And Na'Vi still just holding solid. They've got a man in the noob corner at quad as well, and this could be a big opportunity for Na'Vi. If Zeus finds the right timing, if NiP decide to peek up here, this could be a slaughter.
They throw that Molotov and it doesn't work. Get Right still goes down. But I've been wanting that Molotov for ages. And finally, we see that maybe it isn't as effective as I had imagined. But still, thank you, Get Right, for at least doing that. But it might still not be enough here. 5-on-3. NiP pushing through. Edward down to the pit. Fiflaren can't find a shot. Down to 15 HP. And there's 20 seconds left. A Molotov goes off. They can't even push behind it.
There's only going to be 1 man up on this side. Fiflaren has to run through, but he's down to 15 HP now, and they're about to walk into the crossfire again. Guardian is here. Edward gets the flank onto Freiberg. It's down to 2 members left. 8 seconds on the clock. Fiflaren gets 1, but he can't make it away. Edward from the pit will track him down, and 4 members live for Na'Vi. They are now 1 round away from 3-0ing NiP and having a perfect tournament at SLTV.
This is a historic day for Na'Vi in Global Offensive. They've had some great wins over some top teams, but never on LAN like this. Not in this fashion. They defeated Titan and NiP, knocked both of them down in the lower bracket. Now NiP fighting their way up through the lower bracket. They meet up against Na'Vi and they get 3-0, as you said. Guardian with the opening shot here. This is probably going to be it. Na'Vi, they seem indestructible. Home turf advantage and everything, but it's more than that right now. This is the resurrection of a team that's been underperforming for a long time.
Yeah, this is everything coming true right now, but they've still got the setup and they still have to get this 1 round. And NiP, you can never take them lightly. It's not till you have 16 rounds that it's good. But Edward manages to get the drop on Get Right. That's not something we can say too often. Up in the A apartments, and there's a 2-man advantage now for Na'Vi. NiP's trying to speed up for this A site up on short, but Zeus is alive in the pit to slow them down, and good anti-flashes is going to set up for this defense.
Guardian with the click, gonna get the double. He's looking for 1 more. He sees Freiberg already, and Freiberg's alone. Pistols out. Guardian looking for the kill. Freiberg will go down to Zeus, and ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Na'Vi 3-0ing NiP here in the grand finals, and congratulations.